For my final project, I decided to compare Metro's teaching ability to the National Public Schools ability by way of the ACT. By using the sub-scores and the overall composite score, I compared the average of each one to see if Metro is... So my null hypothesis is the averages of the national ACT scores and Metro Christian Academy's ACT scores are the same, which is mu is equal to 0. My alternative hypothesis is the averages of Metro Christian Academy's ACT scores are greater than the averages of the national ACT scores, which is mu is greater than 0. So for my conditions, I have the randomization condition. In this sample, the sample is random because I took a simple random sample with a sample size of 40, and I did this by having all of the total population for Metro, the Metro seniors of this year, with the names cut off so that way they remain anonymous. So then on my calculator I just did the random integer function between 1 through 79. So I have 40 here, which I've highlighted in pink on their highest ACT scores, because I wanted to see when we're the best. So for my nearly normal condition, for English the plot is fairly linear. For math, the plot is fairly linear. For reading, the plot is mostly linear, but we'll just consider it linear. That goes for science as well. And then the composite scores are fairly linear. The 10% condition, I know that 40 is bigger than 10% of 79. But Mr. Ewing said to continue going on so that way I have my final project. So the conditions are met, so we may proceed with a t-test. So for my average scores for English, math, reading, science, and then the composite scores are here for my sample. Then I found their standard deviation using my calculator from entering in each individual thing. And then for English I found this, math, reading, science, and then the composite. Then using the standard deviation, putting the standard deviation over the square root of the sample size, I found their standard error. Using their standard error, I found their t-scores using the degrees of freedom of 39. And then using their t-scores, I found the p-values using the TCDF. So then there are those. So for my final conclusion, I have each of the p-values for English, math, reading, science, and the composite scores are all very close to being 0. So we reject the null hypothesis that the national average ACT scores are the same as Metro Christian Academy's ACT scores. So the alternative hypothesis is true. So that means Metro teaches the different subjects better than public schools do. Thank you.